Hi, it is Martha of Just Martha Designs, and today we're going to be creating this gorgeous little shining bright card. And you know you're going to want to create this. It's simple, it's easy, and I'm going to show you a few new things that we're going to be using today to kind of create this little special effect. So you really want to stay tuned. All right, so the first thing that you're going to do is go ahead and cut out all of your cardstock. And I'm going to go ahead and start with my base. And my base is simply some of the Stampin' Up's Whisper White that is cut to 5.5 by 8.5, and we'll fold that over to create a card that is 5.5 by 4.25. So that will actually create for me my card base. I have some of the Stampin' Up's Pool Party that is going to go onto the back. And I'm just going to attach that with my tape runner. Let's use some quick, fast fuse. And I cut the Pool Party to be just slightly smaller because I really wanted this to kind of show. I thought that it was perfect for the colors that I was using in my card. So the Pool Party is actually cut to 5.25 by 4 inches. So like I said, it's just slightly smaller. There's probably about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And then the piece that will go on top of that, this is actually cut to 3.5 by 4. All right, so my camera decided to cut off. But anyways, this right here is actually cut to 3.5 by 4 inches. And before I do anything else, I want to go ahead and color this. I am using, move things around, the little Tim Holtz, and you'll find the link for everything down below. I'm using these little colors right here. It's the Cracked Pistachio, the Mermaid Lagoon, Fossilized Amber, and the Abandoned Coral, and all of these kind of come in a pack together, and they work perfectly with everything that I'm going to do today. And my little sheet that I've been using is now gone, so I'll pull another one out. Alright, so just so that you can kind of see what I'm doing, I'm using a piece of transparency. I apologize, let me double check, make sure there's not too much of a glare. Alright. So I like the transparency because it allows me to kind of dab off and still pull everything in. And so how I'm going to do this is I want to start with, I'll start with the Fossilized Amber. So I'll put that here. And then I will actually move into the actually, right, that's wrong. I'll start with the Cracked Pistachio, and then I'll move into the Fossilized Amber, and then some of the Mermaid Lagoon, and then I'll be using some of the abandoned coral. And you'll see how this kind of works together when I start pulling it in. The first thing that I'm going to do is I need to kind of create a little bit of a base. And I want this to look like a beach scene. So I'm going to have a little bit of this. I'm not going to use too much of it because I just want to kind of create a place for my lighthouse and kind of like create a beach kind of scene. So I'm going to kind of like tap that off. It's going to be very light. And I'm just kind of like dabbing it in there, pulling it up here onto things so that it looks kind of like, you know, seagrass, if you will. And these colors will kind of blend together really well. And then I'll set that aside. I'm going to use the fossilized amber. And I may need to like really stamp that off because it looks a little dark. Kind of like my sand. Yeah, that's like really dark. That's okay. Then I'm going to take my Mermaid Lagoon, grab my little pad off the bottom. Ooh, for some reason I just did not do that well. Alright, so now for my little water. I'll move this up. You can see I've already kind of colored myself there. And I'm going to also take this up to the top. Because I'm going to start creating my night sky. Or my sunset, rather. And I'm going to kind of leave a little bit of space right in here. I'm going to take the abandoned coral. And stamp that off a little bit. I like creating my backgrounds using this technique. You can get some interesting effects this way. Now, I'm not completely finished. I want to go back to that amber. And I still have some places kind of right in here. And I am going to kind of add a little bit of this in. And you'll see why. Momentarily. Alright, so and I'm going to kind of continue. Ooh, I put that the wrong way. Oh, my little piece. I'll have to get a new one, so that's okay. I want a little more of this blue. Nice and dark. Now, we'll set these aside because I'm through with those. I'm now ready for my stamp. And I'm using the Lighthouse stamp that came with the April Paper Pumpkin. If you are not a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin, I highly recommend it. Every month it's a subscription service, so every month you get something different. This was the Anchor of, oh, maybe I should double check that. It was the, oh, I don't have lots anymore. It was the, oh, You Are My Anchor. The You Are My Anchor is the April 2018. And I am going to try to line it up so that the top is going to be up in this area that I kind of created that light. And I'm going to use some of the Memento Tuxedo Black. Stamp. Make sure everything is nice and loaded there. And press down firmly. Go ahead and close that out. And so now I have my little lighthouse. And next I'm going to use just some little sayings that I kind of came across. I don't even know where. I have no clue how long I've had these, where I purchased them from. I've had them for a while. But I'm going to use like this Shine Bright. And for this, I'm going to have to use my Versamark. To create this, and I'm going to actually be using some of the, I'll open it up and show you. It's called Vintage, I think it's like Vintage Mint. I actually purchased it at Michael's, and I've got it everywhere now because I opened it up. But it has like little pieces of tinsel in there and everything. It's really nice. And it creates a nice effect. Let me clean this up just a little bit. I think everybody has run off with my stuff. So, first thing I'm going to do is I need to kind of anti-static. And then I'm going to stamp my Shine Bright. So there's my Shine. My Bright. I'll put it at the bottom here. And before I put the glitter on, I'm going to use the little Perfect pens. They have like two different types. One is a bullet and one's a brush. And this is really great It's kind of like Versamark in a pen. But I want to add a little extra to my Lighthouse. So I want to make some little marks coming out here so that it looks like the light is kind of shining. Just like so. So when I do everything, it's doing all at once. And then I'll take and apply the embossing powder. Like so. And then tap it off. I love this embossing powder. It is so cool. And I love those little perfect pens. Alright. Close that up. And go ahead and heat set it. Alright, so that is finished. And you can see how that really, really shines. And I love this little detail there. And then all we have left to do is to attach this to the card. And I'm going to do that with some of the fast fuse. I'm so sad that Stampin' Up! Has decided to discontinue the fast fuse. Makes me sad, makes me sad. Alright. Go ahead and attach that. And card's complete. Really simple, a lot of shine. I actually use these little cards to give to some of my students at the end of the school year. And they absolutely love them. Makes great little note cards. But fast, easy, simple. All of the links to the items that I use will be down in the description box. If you have not subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, I mean this was like absolutely awesome. I used this for so many different things. The little stamps that came with it. That was the You Are My Anchor. I love the little anchor and the lighthouse. But every month is a different set of items. This month we actually, the June is supposed to be coordinating with some of the paper that is in the new catalog. And the new catalogs are here. New catalogs are here. You will find a link to this on my website at justmarthadesigns.com. And it is absolutely fabulous. There are a lot of new items and a lot of new changes. So this is by far one of the best catalogs that I have seen yet. I love the new changes. They have actually changed up quite a few things. And just to give you a little idea of some of the things that have changed, we have new collections of inks, new colors. They have changed up a few things. They've added some new colors. And of course the new color collections, the in colors. These are gorgeous. The Lovely Lipstick, the Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Call Me Clover and the Blueberry Bushel. The in colors are absolutely fabulous. We have some new color assortments, and they have changed up the stamp pads so that they are easier to open and they stack so much better. I have yet to order mine. I'm kind of behind on things because of school, but these are fabulous. I'm so excited about that. But like I said, check out my website and you can see the online catalog. And if you would like your own catalog to be sent to you, if you want your if you'd like for your own catalog to be sent to you, you want a paper copy to hold on to, just go to my website and follow the link, and it'll take you there so you can turn around and say, hey, I want one of those, and I will send you one in the mail. So have a fabulous day.